Okay, I want to start this video by showing you guys what I'm wearing today. I decided to wear a wolf shirt because I just think it's such a fun shirt and I feel a little bit powerful when I wear it. It's kind of a fun way to, just show some individuality. So I wanted you guys to see one of my favorite shirts that I don't wear at the Jones Center because it doesn't really fit the dress code that I'm asked to wear while we're there. This week we are talking about store maintenance. Now, that's a pretty big word, and maintain basically means keeping it the same. So if we were talking about one, it's going to stay one all across the board. And so when we are doing store maintenance, we're making sure that the store kind of stays the same. That's really probably not the best description that we can come up with for it, is it? Store maintenance is basically when we keep a store clean. We want the store to look nice, but we also want it to feel nice. Have you guys ever been to a place where it didn't feel very good and you couldn't really tell why? Yeah, sometimes that has to do with cleaning, and sometimes it has other things that are going on. But when we're at a store, or when we're working at a store, because that's what we're talking about, that's what our class is focused on, we are concerned about how the customer feels when they come in and how we can make them feel happy when they're with us. So one of the ways that we do that is we make sure we clean the store. Now, that's something that we did every single day at the Jones Center. Do you remember that? We would always sweep the floors, and we'd use the broom, we'd use the dustpan. We would also wipe off the tables. So you remember how we would spray the tables and the benches, and then we'd just wipe it off? Yeah. Do you guys remember how many sprays we used for the tables and how many sprays we used for the benches? I'm going to be very impressed if you remember. But it's okay if you don't, because that was a couple of months ago. And we're kind of out of practice now. So one of the things that you guys maybe didn't know was the student store was actually cleaned at least twice a day. Now that probably seems like it was a lot of cleaning because it didn't really get super dirty, right? Maybe if someone ate lunch and left a lot of crumbs on the table, it would be a little bit messy. But that didn't happen super often, did it? Not really. We just wanted to make sure that we were on top of it. So we didn't want to wait till there was a huge, big mess and then clean everything up all at once. Can you imagine if we had all of the plants drop on the floor, so we had dirt all over the ground, someone had spilled a soda on the ground, maybe someone left their lunch the day before, and we just left it and cleaned all of it up at the same time. That would take us a long time to clean up. And so we would be really tired of cleaning. We'd be bored, and our store wouldn't look very nice. So in stores, we want to make sure, and even at our homes, really, we want to make sure that we're just cleaning up as we go. And then that way, it's not a huge task when we're doing it later. So that was part of the reason why at the student store, we cleaned pretty often. So it still looked clean when we cleaned, but we're just making sure that it's for sure clean. But another thing that's important when we are cleaning and when we're doing store maintenance is that when we clean things, we feel a lot more proud about the work that we've done. If I see something that I cleaned up, I'm like, wow, that looks really good. And it looks really good because I did it. And I'm really proud that I did that work. So that's one of the reasons why we want to do store maintenance. We want to make sure that the customer feels like they're in a clean environment and that they feel safe and that they feel happy. But we also want the workers to feel those same things. We want them to feel clean and safe and happy, but we want to make sure that they feel proud of the work that they did. You know, they cleaned the store and it's their store. They have a little bit more ownership because they did some cleaning. So because we're not at the student store, unfortunately, we are going to do some practicing at home. So I want to see you guys cleaning something at home. And that can be, you can clean the bathroom. You can do some yard work. You can put some stuff away in your room. You get to decide what it is. But I want you to tell me what you did and how you cleaned it up and how it made you feel afterward. And I think that's the biggest part. How things make you feel is a huge thing in life. But it's even a big thing when we're shopping, right? Have you ever gone to a store that it just didn't make you feel very good? Do you think that you would go back to that store? Yeah, I wouldn't go back to that store. I like going places where I feel comfortable and safe and taken care of. So that's definitely something that we've been practicing, and I know that you guys are really good at because you've had so much practice doing it. So I'm gonna wish you well when you go clean something, and let me know how it goes.